Before you go to school, you need to gain an initial understanding of the status of your schools across the division. You can do this by interpreting your WINS Division Report. Ito siya, the WINS Division Report. The WINS Division Report is a Power BI link na talagang tutulong sa inyong pag-power up ng iyong division. At first glance, it can be overwhelming. Ang daming pwedeng i-click. But wait, chill lang. Focus. The first thing you will want to do is to make sure that you see the data relevant to your division. Select the school level you want to see, your region, and division. Once you have selected these, you're now ready to see your data. You will see a menu on the left side of the page, which will click to reveal the type of data we're interested in. You can also click one of the categories on the right-hand side of the page to do the same. You'll also see the word Home at the top of the menu. You can click this anytime you want to start over. There are 6 things you can focus on as you study this report and find ways to help you move forward. We'll go through each one so you know what you can learn from them. Focus number 1. Status of your participation. Here, what you'd like to find out is how many schools have not submitted yet. Easy lang yan. Click on Participation of Schools found in the menu on the left to see this part of the report. Pak! This part gives you a snapshot of what participation looks like across your division. You can refer to the tables or the graph to find out the overall number of schools that actually submitted their WINS monitoring data. Oh my! Ang dami pa palang hindi nagsasubmit? Bakit kaya? What can you do? Focus number 2. Quality of WINS practice. Here, you want to find out what is the quality of WINS practice across the districts and schools in our division. The best way to find out the quality of WINS practice is through looking at the TSA rating. Sige nga, ano uli ang TSA? Yes, 3-star approach. So here, you'd like to look into your schools and districts' star ratings. Click the TSA rating tab. Pak! Here, you will see your division's overall 3-star rating. More importantly, you can find out the percentage of schools in particular districts that are rated 0, 1, 2, and 3 stars. Which districts have the most no-star schools? Which districts have the most 2 to 3 star schools? Is there a trend? Are you beginning to see a pattern? Focus number 3. Compliance to all crucial indicators. Here's a question you can ask here. Which schools have not met all crucial indicators? Are there common crucial indicators that have not been met across the division? Click on the words All Crucial on the left-hand side of the screen to lead you to the data. Yes, more numbers na naman, and graphs. Anyway, what these numbers show is how your schools are doing in terms of meeting the 5 crucial indicators. They are crucial because more often than not, when you don't have them, you're not able to fulfill several other indicators. This means that fulfilling them increases the chance for schools to reach a star rating. So there are 2 questions that you might want to ask when you look at this data. Number 1. Which districts have not met all crucial indicators? Another question you might ask is, number 2. Which of the indicators have not been met by many? To find out, click on 5 crucial indicators in the menu on the left side of the screen. Clicking on each icon will reveal the performance of your schools for each crucial indicator. If you find that several districts have a low percentage in a particular indicator, this may be where they may need your help. Focus number 4. The thematic areas. Here, we want to answer the questions. In our schools, which of the elements have high or low ratings? Click on WINS thematic areas to reveal this data. Graph kung graph. This data sorts the information by thematic element: water, sanitation, hygiene, deworming, and health education. These graphs tells you which of the WINS elements your schools are doing well or are having difficulty in. In looking at this data, you might want to look at three things. Number 1, lows. Which of the thematic areas seems to have 0 or 1-star rating across the division? Number 2, highs. On the other hand, you might want to look at the thematic areas where majority have 3-star ratings. Number 3, connect. Are there low elements that may be connected? For example, often, low ratings in water affects hygiene. You can also click on the icons of the 5 elements to look at the detailed breakdown across schools. Low, high, connect. Finally! Yes, finally! You can also focus on the scoring point star rating. Here, you can find out the answer to the question, how are the schools performing in specific scoring points? Click on the scoring points to see this data. If in the previous tabs we have been analyzing more general data, this section shows us the performance of districts in more specific areas, which we call scoring points. There are 17 scoring points across the 5 WINS elements, which affects the overall rating of your schools. If in the other sections, you find a particular thematic element to have consistently low scores, this is the section that may begin to help you understand why. For example, if your school seems to have a lot of no stars under sanitation, you might want to look into the scoring points under it to see what might be the underlying cause. Looking at this information is a good starting point to probe details on why the schools in the district have such high or low ratings in a specific WINS element. Ano uli? Looking at this information is a good starting point to probe details on why the schools in the district have such high or low ratings in a specific WINS element. O, diba? As you can see, the WINS Division Report is quite a rich source of information to start your planning with. Understanding what the data is telling you is very important. But what's even more important are the stories behind the data. More than just what the report says, it would be good to find out more about these stories. Totoo ba ang data? What are the successes and concerns? That's why the next step is to probe and validate. Looking at, understanding and analyzing the data can be a tedious process. But as you can see, doing so can help you build a solid foundation to build on your plans for technical assistance.